Hi guys. So I guess we're gonna do another chit chat. Get ready with me this morning. It is like 10 o'clock, probably. I don't know. I don't know where my phone is. It's about 10 o'clock. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just pin back my hair and we'll get started. So first I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Complexion Prep Spray. Looks like this. For just a second. And we'll go in with the color correcting SPF 30. So I'm going to actually put on, before my foundation, a shimmering skin perfector from Becca, and this one is in Opal, and it's a little travel size. It looks like this. I'm just going to take a tapered, let's see here, a dual fiber brush from Sigma. It's the F15. I'm just going to work that in. I'm actually going to mix my Naked Skin foundation with my Lasting Finish foundation, because this one's just a little this one's just a little too light, and this one is a really nice finish, so I'm going to put them together. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. powder brush. Looks like that. I'm just going to dab that on. I feel like this stuff dries really fast, so you've got to work quickly with this foundation. I like that I look a little bit more dewy. I've been wearing a lot of matte foundations lately, and this gives me just a little bit more glow, which I really like. Plus that skin perfector is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, and then I'll lay everything down with a translucent powder once I do my concealer and everything. I'm using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this one is in this shade Taupe. I think my brows are my least favorite thing to do when it comes to makeup. They've got to be, because they're just so boring. They're the same thing every day. And I mean, you can change it up with different products and stuff, but I don't know, just not my favorite thing to do. I think picking out blushes and doing my eye makeup is probably my favorite, but my brow is definitely my least favorite. Why can't this eyebrow just behave the way I want it to? So I'm going to go ahead and use my brow plumper from L'Oreal now. Stuff. Okay. Brow Stylist Plumper from L'Oreal. This is like one of my new favorite products. And I'm going to carve these out just a little bit with some foundation. And I'm going to use my Naked Skin concealer to do that. And this is in light. And all you need is just a tad, little itty bitty. I'm going to use my Precision Tapered P86 brush that has like the pointed head. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids with the e.l.f. Mineralized Eyeshadow Primer. So now what I'm going to do is actually put a little bit of translucent powder on my lids so that they don't start to crease, because there's been a lot of cream on there. It's a touch-up veil, looks like this. It's a translucent powder and it's pressed. And it's a little mini that I received. I'm going to use this today. I feel like if you don't set it almost immediately, then it tends to crease up really bad with any kind of cream, so that's why I'm doing that. And it'll make it really easy for my eyeshadows to blend too. I'm going to do more of a cool tone today. I'm going to use my Shade and Light palette, Eye, and I'm going to use this cool tone gray. It's called Lazarus. I'm going to use that today in my crease as a transition color. I really like this palette too because it's got warm tones, it's got cool tones, it's got neutral tones. Well, I'm sorry, warm tones and cool tones and neutral tones. So you can really just kind of mix it up whatever way you want. But I've been really liking this color as a transition lately. So I wanted to kind of switch it up from my Beaches and Cream or my Peach Smoothie. And what I'm doing is windshield wiper motions and then just kind of circular motions as well. That's done. I think I'm going to go in my Naked Smoky palette. I know I'm jumping from palette to palette, you guys, sorry. What I'm going to do, I think, is use Password right here and darken that crease up just a touch. But I'm going to keep it really nice and focused on the outer corner. See how I did that? I didn't bring it up. I kind of bring it in just a touch and then just smoked it out just a little bit. Because I don't want it to be crazy and I don't want it to be up to my eyebrow. Because these are super pigmented, so you gotta be real careful. And I kind of like to do the outer corner and work my way in because it's darker colors and you can build them, so you don't want to go crazy on the outer corner, but I like to do that so that I don't get all the dark color in the inner corner here. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with Dagger. Right here, I'm going to go in with Dagger. And again, same brush. And I'm just putting that on the outer third of my eyelid. So what I'm going to do now is take a smaller blending brush and kind of just smoke some of this all together and blend it out so there's no harsh edges. And this is a 222. It's a generic brand, but it's a 222 like the ones from MAC. So something like that will be really good to do this with. Okay, so now that that's done, what I'm going to do is put a really bright silver right in the middle and then probably do more of a matte color on the inner crease. So, okay, so I'm going to take Armor here. This one is a unique brush, and this one is a deluxe brush, is what it says. So I'm going to take Armor. I'm just going to place it right in the middle. And I'm totally winging this, you guys, so hopefully it's not going to be horrible. But thank you for bearing with me. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is just take the same brush, now that it's just got a little bit of product on, and just kind of sweep it through. Oh, wow, tons of fallout. We'll clean it up, I promise. But what we're going to do is just kind of blend these two together. And what I'm using is the flat part of this. And just kind of pushing the two colors together. And I'm going to go back into the Shade and Light palette for eyes. And I'm going to use this cream color right here. So these are really, like, dusty. They're creamy, but they have a lot of fallout, so I always tap it off first. So I'm going to go back in with that 222 brush and just mesh those two colors together. So now what I'm going to do is actually take that fluffy brush the Smashbox number 10 crease brush. It's like my tried and true. I'm just going to clean up and blend out any harsh edges. And this is super soft. I've had this brush forever, and I think that they probably still have it at online. I don't know if it looks the same, but I mean, I've had this for years and years, but it's so soft and it never like fails to keep its shape when I wash it, so that's why I love this brush. Alright, so we have a ton of fallout, which was anticipated, and I probably should have put my foundation on after I did my eyes, but we roll with it. Okay, so what I want to do first though is my eyeliner, and I'm not going to do a crazy wing, but I will do a small wing, and I'm also going to put some mascara on. I do this off camera because I can't do this on camera and talk at the same time, so I will come back and show you what it looks like with the winged eyeliner and the mascara. What I'm using for my eyeliner is my e.l.f. black eyeliner. It's like $1 at Target, and then my Dior mascara looks like this, and this is a sample size, and this is called Dior Show. Alright, I'll see you guys in... Okay, so this is what it looks like. Put on my Demi Wispies because these are my favorite lashes of all time, and they now make them in double stack, which I want to get a pair so that I can kind of review them and see what they look like, because they're more dramatic than these ones. I use my dual eyelash adhesive, Duo. This is my favorite kind. People like the tinted ones. I actually like the white or the clear. That's my favorite to use. That's just personal preference. So I'm just going to let them get tacky for about 30 seconds, and then I'll put them on. If you put them on directly on right after you put the glue on, it's going to be a hot mess. You want them to kind of get a little tacky before you put them on, so that at least you have a little bit more control over what's going on. But you don't want them so dry that they don't stick. So, I mean, it's a real fine balance. 30 seconds is probably about where you'd want to sit with these. So, putting mascara on first and then putting another coat on, like the second coat, once you have your false lashes on, because then it blends them both together and you can't see the line. So I'm going to put these on. You're not going to be able to see me put them on because I can't talk and do it at the same time, and I need to be real close to the mirror, so I will be right back. And again, how I do this is take a little bit of glue on the back of a makeup brush and just line the band with it so it's nice and clean. I did a how to apply eyelash tutorial. I'll link that down below if you guys have not seen that. It goes into the eye look so far, but we are definitely not finished. Unfortunately, we still have some steps to go through anyways, but I really like the way that these are looking so far. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is clean up all of this underneath my eyes, all the fallout and everything. And again, I'm going to use my Naked Skin because I want it to be nice and bright today. Let's go ahead, and the applicator looks like this. And this is in light. Now I'm taking my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I'm going to go ahead and just tap out everything. Now I'm going to take that Bare Minerals translucent powder once again, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just set everything down so that it doesn't move or crease throughout the day. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, sorry I fixed this side because it was driving me crazy, is go into the Naked Smoky, and I'm going to go to Black Market right here, and I'm taking my MAC 210. It's a pencil brush, really fine tip pencil brush. And I'm just going to work this on the outer corner on the lower lash line just to connect everything so it doesn't look like I've got all this makeup on top and nothing on the bottom. And I'm literally just dabbing it a little bit in there. So I don't want a harsh line, but I want to just smoke it out a little bit. I spend some time down here, so that's up to you guys. You guys can do it however you want to, but this is just how I'm doing it today. So I'm going to go ahead and take another little pencil brush, and this is a Sigma eyeliner E05, but I'm not using it for eyeliner. I'm going to use it for my inner corner and my lower lash line on the inner part of my eyes, on my lower lash line. And I'm going to use High right here. So it's super awkward right now because I've got the window open and I've got my camera going, and my cross the street neighbors are moving or moving in or moving out, and they're staring at me, looking at the camera, talking to you. Not awkward at all. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't care. The show must go on, right, guys? What I'm going to do is like a nice cool pink and a really nude lip for today. I use my Shade and Light palette like always. And I'm going to mix Suspicious and Shadow Play, these two together, on my large angle contour F40 brush. My favorite brush for contouring. I've used the Eda brush from NARS. I've used that one. I've used the contour brush from Real Techniques. I've used a contour brush from ELF. And I keep going back to this one. Any kind of angled brush works really well for me. What's your guys' favorite brush? Because it's probably different from what I use, just because I feel more comfortable with this brush, and this is the only one that I really feel like I can get a decent contour with. My favorite like hairline and underneath the chin, like the undercarriage of the chin, is a small tapered brush by ELF. I love this brush. It works so well for this. I just love it. Makes a huge difference for me because I have a big forehead and a widow's peak. Doesn't help. I'm going to use Head Over Heels. Looks like this. From Makeup Geek. I'm going to use that on the cheeks today. And what brush am I going to use? Yeah, I'm going to use this one. It's a Morphe E8. It looks like this. It's one of my new favorite brushes for blush, because you can kind of just dot it on and then take the bigger part, or just kind of use the full head and dab it on and then work it in, and it just makes it look gorgeous. Okay, so what I'm going to highlight with is my Morphe E501, and I'm going to use my newest and latest highlighter, Champagne Pop from Becca. Looks like this. I'll show you the inside. It's gorgeous. I love it. The peach tone with the gold, I just absolutely love it. So I'm just going to place that on top. A little bit on my Cupid's bow, which is very small. Kind of like my widow's peak. And just a touch on the chin. And just a little bit right there. Perfect. Now I'm all perfectly glowy. What am I going to do for lips today? What do you guys think? We've got a very cool eye. We've got nice, bright cheeks. Let's do a nude lip, like a pinky nude. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to line my lips with the Lasting Finish Rimmel 100 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil. Looks like this. And this is in Tiramisu. Now I'm going to go in with my lip stain from ELF in Pink Petals. It's one of my favorite new things to do, is kind of give myself popsicle lip. So it looks like you've been sucking on a popsicle. And I do it on the inner rim of my top and bottom lip. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and use is Stone from the high voltage NYX, or it's NYX high voltage line, and it looks like this. Oh, I like that. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of gloss on top, and it looks like this. It's really pretty. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on top. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like this. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you want to see a certain look, please let me know. Just put it in the bar below. I try to answer all the comments as fast as I can. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for all the love and support. If you did like this video, please thumbs this up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.